The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free. What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers. We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
I forgot to mention that this is the story of how I became the world's greatest hero.
So, this is going to be on Nadia Al-Hadar. And I believe that she falls up underneath quite a few of the categories that the report is supposed to be on. She was born March 3rd, 2003, so she's still pretty young, and she is a current activist going on right now, and a resident of Yemen. I do have a couple of videos of her touching on some of the subjects in which I felt greatly fell in the categories that we have been learning here. You know, she had something to overcome. Her parents tried to force her into 2 child marriages by the age of 10. Like, they're like, you're getting married, and she's like, no. And it was amazing. It was inspirational. It was just, she said no. She said no when everybody else was too scared to. And she's still saying no. She's bringing up huge issues dealing with the education system that's going on right now because of the war. Because of the war, people can't learn. So the fact that she is educated, this is also something I felt that she has overcome. You know, I also believe that, you know, she's from an area which obviously people can just marry off their children without their knowledge or consent normally. So I'm pretty sure that is also something that can be considered as her overcoming. So Nadia Al-Hadar. Boom, got it. Winning. She is actually the founder of a current organization. If you would like to send donations, I'm pretty sure that they will not mind. I will provide a link in class, so that way if anybody is interested, or you could just Google her. You know, that's also an option. It is called the Nadia Foundation. In 2022, she won the Arab Woman Award for her social activities. I would definitely say that even though she's really young, she's definitely creating a huge impact on the world, and I really, really want to be able to see how it progresses along. I didn't want to do my report on somebody that was already dead, or, you know, something I couldn't observe with my own eyes. I felt like that would be a little bit easier for me to be able to understand. So I did attach a video. This is like a whole bunch of clips of her, like her TikToks, her Instagrams, stuff like that, you know, of her speaking out against different issues. And you know, I really feel like this woman has been through a lot. She's young, like I said, but she has in fact been through quite a bit. I'm not 100%, because I'm not from there. I'm not 100% on some of the things. However, if I'm not mistaken, if you refuse a marriage, you can be killed. Again, I'm not 100%, but from what I remember from like cultural history is that is death right there. So with her saying no, she said no. I'm willing to die for this. And I thought that was very interesting that she was willing to die for it, but not willing to kill for it. So to me that showed her stand. I feel like she's very Martin Luther King Jr., or Nelson Mandela, as opposed to like Malcolm X, on the edge. Live it. So I lost my place. Quick, do a filler. Ah. She has plenty of YouTube videos and Instagram. Like I said, if you'd like to go ahead and follow her, I do highly recommend. One of the things that I have noticed is, even though she has all of these videos out about these incidences, is she's still a human, and she still gets nervous getting up on stage and talking to people, which I thought was really cool, because I know that some of us have the same issue, and it doesn't matter if you've been doing this for years. Stage fright. We're all human. I did also include a few photos of her throughout, like her in her wedding gown at the age of 10, her as an adult, her posing in front of some beautiful building. I have no idea where it was, but I really want to go there. Just a whole bunch of different things. If you are not familiar with what this award is for, go ahead and look it up, but it should be pretty self-explanatory. This is truly a female that is pushing the bars, and she's pushing the bars in countries that very easily could break. But right now, with everything that they're going through, I think that her voice is so important, because she does advocate for education. She advocates for rights. When they reclaim their world, they will reclaim it stronger. So, right over here is going to be the short compilation video that I did explain that I was going to give. Yeah, it's fucking cold outside.
Hello everyone. Since the war began in March 2015, education has been greatly affected. The number of 1.8 million children who have been out of schools in 2015 and 2016 make up more than a third of the school-age population. More than 1,100 schools have been closed, either by direct damage to them or because they are being used to house displaced people, and many girls are likely to be married off at an early age. About 67% of public schools teachers, and this is across the country, have not been paid for nearly 2 years. Many have looked for other work to survive, or to only teaching a few subjects. So, obviously, the quality of education is at stake. Children are not getting their full lessons due to the absence of their teachers. Even when schools are functioning, the school's days and years are shortened. Yemen suffers from a shortage of learning facilities. UNICEF reports more than 2,500 schools have been damaged or destroyed by the war. Many schools also are being used as shelters for displaced people, and some have been taken over by armed groups. But it's the collapse of the economy that is having the most widespread impact on the country's youth, as families have been pushed deeper into poverty, with more than 8 million people at risk of famine. Parents are increasingly turning to their children for survival. Due to the ongoing conflict, there is an urgent need to assist Yemen in designing short-term emergency programs aimed at supporting educational service by ensuring the continued payment of teacher salaries and of basic operating costs that will provide the minimum proper environment of continued education. People active in education expect Yemenis' main development partners to contribute to the printing of school textbooks, spelling schools with basic input, assisting in rebranding partial damaged schools buildings to return to the same surface, as well as providing technical support to emergency units and education management in order to devise plans to acquaint them with best practice.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world.